Bounce it to Embiid and a turnover. Push up the floor. Kick it out. Vucevic can really shoot it, and it rims out on a 3-ball.
While he was at St. Anselm's, actually lived with the Brown family. And so that makes you about as close as you can get, Ian.
Yeah, once you cross that line, living with the family, you know things about a person.
It's like us being in the bubble.
Yeah, very similar. We have learned about one another. On the inside, nobody can score. Ball knocked around.
It also changes their points in the paint. Coming into the bubble, he was the guy that led them in points into the paint. He's great on the drive, can finish with either hand, pushes in transition. Certainly unstoppable force. Anytime he goes off the lane and settles for the jump shot, if you're the guy defending him, you're happy. I'm sure Draymond Green can, in the paint, in transition, run down the floor. You can't get a double team to him. There's no way to help, and it's almost an easy buck. 76ers have downsized, given Joel Embiid a rest. Nobody happier about that than Gary Clark, who now doesn't have to guard Al Horford down in the post anymore.
Harris drives in on Vucevic. Can't finish it. 3-point lead for Vucevic. One-on-one with Horford. Shot clock winding down. Vucevic hoists. Air ball.
That was a very difficult
round pick. Really was not on the radar as a guy that was going to be in the rotation. Vucevic, he cans it. 3-ball.
He finishes pretty well. He's just got to improve his shooting.
Richardson couldn't finish it. Fournier on the push up the floor. Orlando down by 2. Blocked. Horford close mounted by Fultz. Fultz surveys. Burks picks him up. Vucevic is back in. And it rims out on a 3-ball. Vucevic gives it up. Iwandu. And Korkmaz is called for the wraparound foul. Help from Korkmaz. Fultz penetrates. And it's going the other way. Vucevic put it down.
Still getting his conditioning up to par.
Korkmaz can't hit from the outside. Get into a set quickly here. Ennis feeds. Corner jump. Clark. Rebounded by Korkmaz. Eastern Conference, a half game behind Indiana. Game and a half in back of Miami. Vucevic turns and scores off the window.
We've seen Vucevic score. and anybody watching our broadcast this year should know that if we're ever saying two different things, whether it's a pronunciation or anything else.
That was Vucevic with the miss. Embiid on the turnaround, doesn't go. Rebounded by Vucevic.
I'm just telling you, if those are the shots Joel Embiid is going to shoot, he is a mediocre offensive player.
Shot clock is down to 10. Fournier gets in. Vucevic will hand it to Ross. Accelerates. Two-man game with Vucevic.
It's where he wants to fight for every inch in the paint and in the post. There's nobody in this league that can stop him.
Nikola Vucevic with
without Jonathan Isaac, without Aaron Gordon, without Al-Farouq Aminu, they don't really have a power forward to match up with him, and he's going to have his way inside and on the glass. And as I said before, the smart people would go with Ian Eagle.
Well, then it's Vucevic. It's Vuce. And he just steps in for the steal.
Vucevic, nice defensive play. The Magic come out again out of the timeout in 2-3 zone, and that's where they're missing, or one of the places they're missing Ben Simmons, is he's a
Tobias Harris with a corner pop. And Orlando's outside. Vucevic rims out with Richardson. Now it's Vucevic with the shot clock winding down. Augustine has to toss it up, and he hits a 3.
Did duck in so hard, he actually took two guys. Vucevic dropped back in the zone to try to help, and that created the opening for Horford. And he'll just float on the perimeter.
Embiid now in double figures with 10. Ennis step back three. He hits it. Rainbow delivery.
Best offensive lineup the Magic can put on the floor at this point, with Augustine, both Fournier and Ross, and Vucevic.
Embiid doesn't to take a seat over the motion to the Philadelphia bench. Shot clock down to 2. Augustine gives it up. Vucevic rims out. Augustine, the smallest man on the floor, comes up.
Pass.
Harris. Kick. Milton lines it up. Rebounded by Vucevic. 74-68 Magic, and a carry. Feeds it down low. Horford got in a good spot. Couldn't finish it. Couple of pump fakes, and that won't go. Cleared by Vucevic.
I'm impressed with Kim Birch's perimeter defense on Tobias Harris, and then a great run and follow dunk. Embiid and Horford together has worked well tonight.
It ended up being a mismatch on the inside. Horford against Fultz. Vucevic going in strong with the left.
See that more and more often, and they want you to use that ability to dominate on a nightly basis.
The tip-in goes for Ennis off the
On that.
That's pretty obvious.
He's 0 for 9 outside of the paint now.
Down to 52 seconds left. Fournier, nice fake. Nobody there. Yeah, you are transfixed by the virtual fans.
I've got to figure out before the NBA Finals come how I get my tickets and become a whistle. And I think coming out, you've got to make sure the referee knows, hey, we're not automatically fouling here if we can get into a trap.
Who would communicate that, the coach or the player?
Players coming out.
Here's Fournier splitting defenders, and the scoop goes in with 17.